TF2 got an update. My last video about TF2 was just some commentary on the whole situation with a bit of overly ambitious features thrown in. But now, when the update is actually released, I can see that even the expectations that had some sort of realism attached to them were fucking so far out of reach from Valve. So yeah, all the comments saying that I'm way too ambitious with my expectations, you were right. Yes, you pricks, you were right. In hindsight, yes, changing the weapon balance actually needs a lot of manpower and resources to do. In most modern online games, the balance is done basically only by statistics and data that has been collected from official matches, so asking the groundskeeper who sometimes updates the localization files to also become a data scientist and an analyst is a bit of a reach. Like you see with the match quality surveys that you sometimes find on the end screen of your just played match, these replies are just vaporizing into the ether to never be seen again. Because the balance of TF2 for PoP play is actually quite alright, to be fair. Obviously there are some weapons that are basically direct upgrades and some weapons that are just not viable at all. And let's not even get started on the competitive mode, cause weapon balance is the least of its concerns. But taking all that into account, the balance of TF2 works. And the developer obviously didn't want to risk it all for some experimental weapon or class balances. But just some new maps isn't really that incentivizing of an update to get me really invest time into TF2 again. There are plenty of brilliant maps in TF2, and most people love the nostalgia of playing in the old maps in general, so it really doesn't matter to them at all. But still, I was expecting more. Even if there are like 3 people still working on TF2, I was still expecting something more. The time frame between this and the last major update has been so marginal that I feel like there had to be something cooking, like something more exciting. And I also understand that the developers have to deal with problems not really related to creative aspects of the game, like the problem with bots. But I guess that idea of the game actually somewhat changing or evolving is basically dead. The game will remain a time capsule of a simpler time, a game that is just stuck in the time frame where life wasn't an everlasting mortal coil, and you can return to that time by just pressing a button. Never change TF2, never change.